Hey guys, Jimmy God here, and today I'm going to be showing you the Coyne & Company Maskeraiders. This is the pumpkin version. I bought this guy because I've started to notice that Coyne & Company items are, well, most of them anyway, are pretty uncommon. So when I saw this on eBay and looked to see if there were other ones on eBay, aside from the other one, which I think it was a purple mask one. I don't know what that was supposed to be, but I kind of like this one too. I bought the purple one just in case I wanted to, repair that one too. But the more I think about it, I'll probably give that other one to, like, another collector. But this one I'm definitely keeping for myself, the pumpkin one, because I like it the best. Now, of course, like any typical animatronic that's over 15 years old, this guy had mechanical issues. First and foremost is that his head mechanism was completely out of whack. Like, the bobbing head mechanism was partially shattered, so the head wouldn't move properly. Got that fixed. And next, there was a split 10-tooth gear for the arms to move it up and down. And folks, this is the part you're going to have the hardest time believing me on the repair process I did to this guy, but I actually got this guy to walk again. I even recorded my progress throughout the whole thing if you don't believe me. Roll the clip! Okay, here's the module the Maskeraider has. I'm gonna call this the Groovy Santa module because this module, as far as I know, was first used in the Avon Groovy Santa, and I actually had that and scrapped it for parts to fix this guy, but that's the module. Now here's the inside of the module. As you can see, it's got the typical bobbing head mechanism, as well as a secondary mechanism that moves both the arms and the legs. And as you can see, the wiring on that circuit board looks to be fairly delicate. Now look closely at the mechanism right below the circuit board. You'll notice that there's a chain of gears and the split 10-tooth gear which I replaced, as well as a belt-driven mechanism right on the underside. Now if you look deeply into the far left and right parts of the mechanism, you'll notice that there are actually two specially made gears that connect to the legs. Now, how did I manage to get into those mechanisms, you may be asking? Well, here's a better look at the foot mechanism. This goes for each foot. There are two gears, one crown gear and one special gear that actually connect to the main wheel that attaches to a lever that makes the mechanism go back and forth, giving the illusion that the character is walking. Now, inside the leg, there's a very long shaft in which the gear is connected to. Originally, the gear on the bottom of the shaft that connects into the wheel mechanism was split, and the number of teeth it had was, I believe it was a 12 or 13 tooth gear, I don't really recall, but it was a very thick gear. So, here's my theory. Maybe I could find another gear of the exact same size, same teeth and everything, put it on the bottom of the shaft, and have it replace the split gear that was in the wheel mechanism, and maybe that will get the character walking again. So that's exactly what I tried, and lo and behold, it actually worked. Also, on a side note, those T's you see on the side of the shoes are actually a separate piece that's pretty much cement-like molded onto the boot. It is possible to get them off, but it's going to take a lot of pressure and patience just to get those off, because those contain the screw holders that actually hold the plastic pieces that keep the legs together inside the feet. There you have it, folks. I don't know how I could get any more clear than that. And really, I did have an Avon Groovy Santa that I used to fix this guy. And I'd do it again, too, if I had a second one on my hands of the Groovy Santa, not another one of these guys, because these guys are far more uncommon. So, let this be a lesson to all you animatronic collectors out there. If you have an Avon Groovy Santa in your possession, don't be afraid to scrap it for parts to fix a Coyne & Company item with literally the exact same module, because the Coyne items are far more uncommon than the Groovy Santas. Unless anyone can point me to another item that has the same gears as an Avon Groovy Santa, I'll be scrapping all the Avon Groovy Santas I can get my hands on to fix future Coyne & Company items that I have on my wanted list that share this exact same module, mainly the Red Bear and Snoopy. Yes, I actually have that on my wanted list. But enough about that. Let's get back into the focus with this guy. He moves his head and arms and legitimately walks back and forth while singing, "I Want Candy." I'm not going to demonstrate it here because I don't want this guy falling off. But let's take it into another room and you can actually see this thing fully working just like it did back in 2005. Alright, here we are, guys. So, get ready to be dazzled by the payoff of my repair skills.
It's Halloween, let's trick or treat. Up and down the scary street. Candy bars of every kind. Chocolate treats, good stuff inside. I want candy. I want candy. Halloween is a scary night. Golden goblins look upright. Pumpkins have to look real mean. Halloween's a scary scene. I want candy. I want candy.
Yeah, I bet your jaw is pretty much literally on the floor right now. Like, damn, even I'm impressed with this one. Because you know those foot mechanisms, just when you thought those things were impossible to repair, they actually are. But keep in mind, they actually take a lot of time and patience. Sometimes that's the case with animatronics like this. Sometimes it's a breeze or a walk in the park or whatever you want to call it. But the bottom line is this. If there's an animatronic out there that's broken, chances are it can be repaired, even if it doesn't seem like it. Alright, let's get an up-close look at the character, and we're going to be finishing off the remainder of this review here, by the way. Here's the pumpkin mask, and then when we unravel it... Okay, and we get... Hey, buddy, how you doing? Cute little happy face. Let me just get the mask back on. Not the COVID masks. Yeah, Oh yeah, and speaking of which, here's another controversial thing that's probably going to get me to lose a few subscribers, but it doesn't really matter. But, face masks are actually ineffective at protecting you from COVID. Scientific studies have shown that. Seriously, they have. But, alright, back to business. There's the, his little costume that reads Tricks or Treats. The orange and black striped sleeves, the green mittens, the press here... I think that's actually a sticker, because I remember, I had a Feliz Navidad jumping Santa at one point. Not for very long, because I was living in, hellhole back then. There's the, treat bag. And then there's the feet. And originally, there were actually, 2 slits on the feet for the, wheels to, be exposed. And the fabric was covering, the rest of the bottom of the feet. I actually cut off that bottom portion so that the feet actually are able to move better. But let's take a look at the sides. Here's the back. There's the sewing job I did. Looks okay, I'd say. And originally it was actually sewn back here too to keep the mask in place. Let's take a look at the tag, if we can find it. There it is. It's upside down, but if you're watching this on a phone, you can just flip your screen. It says Coyne and Company. Yeah. It's kind of hard to see, but it says Coyne and Company, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Made in China, not a toy. And yeah, I know the covers for the feet are a little loose. Yeah, I had to... screw some parts back in very loosely in order for this repair to be effective. That's the case with these modules. I don't know why. Sometimes these things just don't make logical sense. But anyways, here's the Masquerader pumpkin in action again.
It's Halloween, let's trick or treat. Up and down the scary street. Candy bars of every size. Chocolate treats, good stuff inside. I want candy. I want candy.
And there you go, guys. That's the Coins and Company Masquerader Pumpkin. Now you know that this module is in fact fixable. You just have to have an Avon Groovy Santa to scrap for parts in order to fix it. But otherwise, it is fixable. Thanks for watching.